Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you and your Astrodice. Best message, please, for Gemini Cancer. Small horoscope for the month. Ooh. Got some Pluto coming in. Ooh, with some Gemini in your own energy. Going straight into the second house. Nice, guys. So how is it going to be done? Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Wow. So you had a big, huge change and rebirth coming in over here within your own energy. One of them, anyways. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So there's going to be a lot of communication going on over here and talking about the second house over here, which is money. So, wow, look at the money. Money, money, show me the money. This is where your assets, finances, and the things that you value are coming into play. So, very awesome. So, if we put these together, it's talking about the transformation within the second house and having a lot of communication about the situation. Wow. Okay. So, going straight into the situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. So talking about this Pluto going straight over here first. Clarify on the Pluto for Gemini Cancer. You have the Queen of Wands coming upside down when it's coming to the second house. You have this very upset person. This could be Leo. Either that or you may be very upset about the situation. We will see in a second who this is. The determination. It might be frustrated. Either you are very frustrated about the situation because you're very determined to get things done, but you're having a tower moment in the very beginning of the month. But it could be because of this Leo or this Scorpio. So maybe they're frustrated as well. So maybe you guys are both frustrated. But definitely feeling on to this frustrated energy of overworking. You're determined to do something. Not feeling like you're having the cooperation with somebody. Somebody is not cooperating, and this is becoming very frustrating. And this person might even become very frustrated with you as well, because there is no cooperation. So take that how it resonates. But there's definitely not the cooperation that you're looking for. It could be on the work front. Very determined to get things done, but they do definitely have you in your mind and in your head. There's a lot of stress involved. So really feeling that. With the tower over here, it does feel like this overwhelming situation has to have some kind of give and take to the situation. There is not enough give and take. Either that or they're not giving you enough work, or they're giving you too much work and they're not helping out. That would be the give and take, right? So maybe you feel like you have a lot on your plate and the person who's supposed to be responsible is not being responsible towards the situation for you. So you're trying to set the standards. It does feel like you're setting standards for the situation, but it feels like no matter what the standards are that you're trying to set within the situation becomes a failure process between you and this other person. Definitely could be a coworker, but it doesn't have to be. It could be, that's a 2 of Cups, so it could be even your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend. Take it how it resonates. But definitely somebody is upset. And there doesn't feel like, when you're talking about the Gemini communication, the communication to me seems very stressful. And it almost feels like you're very determined and you're telling them that you're very determined, but it feels like where the information should be coming from, it's nothing but bad exchange. It's not a good exchange when it's coming to the second house. If anything, you're overwhelming the situation. So in the mid-month, you do have the Knight of Pentacles coming in with the Knight. Wow. The Knight of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles, and then the confusion. And the confusion comes to the conclusion of the second house of, wow, of attaining the assets, attaining goals. feeling overwhelmed by this, by any kind of financial responsibilities that are coming through. If you're going to join forces with this other person, and you might even be joining forces with a Taurus who seems, or a Capricorn, and this is a Taurus Capricorn card, and this is a Taurian card, okay? But if you feel that you're joining forces in the work field with this other person to get this done, it might feel like, you know, you're actually trying to get something done because it feels like they're more reliable about the situation, where there was nothing but confusion. Now, they might be a little slower to come to you about the situation or getting things done, but at least it's productive. Where it feels like whoever over there, whatever you were dealing with, was not as productive. If you're going to, you know, if you're talking about any kind of investments or debts or anything in the second house, it feels like they have to have any kind of required payments, or it just feel like there was nothing being paid out over here. Or maybe you felt like you paid out so much that you feel like you're not going to get anything back. And that could be also a situation for someone as well. And it could be all in one. You know, it's a horoscope. So a lot of times in the horoscopes, it's all in one. I paid out a lot of stuff. You didn't help do anything. And now I feel like at work, no one's on my side. Now I have the production going, and I feel like everything's coming back together and traveling in the right direction. I'm getting everything done. So therefore, the confusion about the situation of how it's going is not going to get me all stressed out. So it does feel like in the mid-month, all the things that were going on at the beginning of the month, there's no more stress on that area. Everything is transformed. There it is. It all died away once this Capricorn or this Taurus came in, of whatever. It could have been a Scorpio you're dealing with before. So whatever they were doing, or however the situation was going, maybe it's an investor, it just feels like it kind of made its bed and it's completed and it's dead and gone, right? Because maybe this other person came in and helped with the situation. That's what it feels like, because you've traveled away from that situation. So where all the confusion was, it still feels like you still have a painstaking error when it comes to your wallet. And this is because the responsibilities of any kind of debts that were required to be paid off for a lot of you, it just feels like, okay, that's fine, but I didn't get the money fast enough. How long is it going to take to get this money back into my wallet? You know, you might be paying for taxes for some of you, right? IRS taking things away. But now look, you have the King of Pentacles over here. So it's saying whatever determination that you had to keep going in the beginning of the month is now going to pay off here. Even when you feel like you lost whatever it was that you lost and had to go and try to regain back to the second house, you now feel like you're more self-assured about getting back on track. So as quickly as you felt like you were getting nowhere, it all makes a giant shift. Now you're having a transformation again on how it's going. Whatever happened in the mid-month, it had something to do with that, with this company, this person, however. With the moon over here, it's just showing that now you can get back on track and get back on the right path. And now it feels like you're more self-assured and you're getting more balanced and more justified within the situation. So any finances that you had going through, even if it was some kind of court payment or anything like that, whatever it is, you definitely feel like, yeah, you can patiently plan now and get back to investing and doing the things that you were doing before, as you actually feel like, you know, I don't have to look back anymore. Now I can pay what I need. Everything is justified and everything has come to a closure. So you're definitely in the closure area over here, and you don't have to feel like you are strained or chained to any of these debts or finances or court hearings or whatever it is that you're doing that has to do with the second house of those finances and values. Wow. Yeah, whoever this person is in the end, they don't really want to offer you anything or do anything, but you don't need them, guys. And it's probably the person in the very beginning of the month who was frustrating you to begin with. They're not really have nothing to offer you. You know this with the High Priestess. It feels like you're even trying to keep some kind of intuitive secret to yourself so that they don't have to know what judgment call you're making or what you're doing. And over here, because whatever these calls are, they're not worth. It almost feels like they're not worth your time because you already have the Three of Pentacles. So you're already putting on a pedestal what you need, right, to get the success and the things done for yourself so you can become the Empress, which is saying I'm now more abundant and more prosperous. So whatever you have up your sleeve, or this person up your sleeve, they're actually, or whatever the situation is actually coming tenfold towards you. And I'm telling you, tenfold towards you. Why? Don't share that information with them. Yeah, because you have the star over here, which is saying everything that you're going for is healthy, and whatever they want to talk about is trying to lead you back off the path towards whatever it was that they were doing before, which is nonsense. So it does feel like you will cold shoulder them in the end. But I think that they'll kind of cold shoulder you in the end as well, because they don't feel like that you guys are on the same path or the same open-mindedness. And they wanted to be open-minded with you because they want to, right, confirm things with you. They want the information from you. They want all of these things from you. And you're saying, no, I'm keeping it to myself. Yes. So whatever that is that you know, you need to keep to yourself about this situation where it doesn't go there. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's like, I just want to keep saying it's none of their business. Because you feel like you're one step closer to getting exactly what you need to be, but this person is one step closer to hurting the situation. So yeah, definitely do not trust this person. You know exactly who they are, okay? Because they don't want you to have victory, or they don't know what they're doing. Look, I don't know if it's so much that they don't want you to have victory in this situation. It might be that they just don't know what the hell they're doing in this situation, which could be hurtful. It's kind of like maybe, you know, even if it's your own spouse, maybe they don't know anything really about money, and you're like, I can't talk to you about this because you don't understand what I'm talking about. I'll get this done myself. I just, shh, right? And maybe that's just all it is. So sometimes we have to keep things to ourselves, even, you know, away from our loved ones. It sucks, but if they don't really understand the situation, see what I mean? And then later you can offer it and, you know, do the things that you need to do, because you're going to have this beautiful offering coming, and it feels like they're going to offer something to what's going to turn around, and you're going to offer something as well. So it's going to be that give and take again, because it's really working off of this, right? The Six of Pentacles of giving, offering, and dedicating yourself, right? Which will then lead to new things for May, right? Oh my gosh. And then more offerings and being of service. So whatever you're doing with the second house, everything's going to work out lovely. You're just going to have to go with your gut instincts on this one. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love.